of riding is not based on speed and height. It's on your technical ability and your teamwork with your horse. So riders can compete longer in their career, start younger, stay longer in the jumping rubric, and have a safer, perhaps, ride if they're not pressed to move on or move up. This is a rhythmic type of riding, so you are encouraged to have a relaxed and balanced ride with your horse. I don't want to take up too much time on this. I'm going to turn this over to an expert on the hunters and equitation, Beezie Madden, who will do a clinic with her student, Madison Gutzbaum. And thereafter, we'll show you some Nederlanders that have been busy with hunter-jumper equitation and perhaps inspire you to go to the next hunter-jumper equitation horse show in your area or clinic, or join the master's degree program for instructors, or perhaps someday take the training to become a judge. Thank you all for coming and your interest.
Thank you for having us here. It's an honor to be able to bring a little of our American system here over to Holland. We're very much enjoying this show, and we can go ahead and get started a little here. Maddie's going to get in. She's on a 5-year-old today that she's never ridden before, so we might have to go a little slow. She can show him the rein a little bit here first while I'm talking a little. She did win the national championships last year. It was on a horse that's probably a decade older than this horse is, so we'll have to bear with this, and we'll give the horse a fair chance here. But the equitation has been very successful in teaching our young riders how to ride technical courses that they might see in the jumper division. And believe it or not, also in how to ride jump-offs smoothly, efficiently, and make it look like you're not going fast, but you're actually going very fast. So it's all in the line and the way you approach the fences. And we'll get a little demonstration here.
Beezie, can you explain us, because we don't really know, what would be really the difference between hunters and equitation horses?
The horses themselves. The difference would be the equitation horse can look a little more like a jumper. The hunters have to be beautiful movers, beautiful jumpers, because it's judged on their style. But in the equitation division, it's judged on the rider's style. So the jumping style isn't as important as the hunters. The look of the horse isn't as important. It doesn't have to be a beautiful looking horse. But it does have to go with a big stride, even rhythm. The jumping style that is important is it needs to make every fence look the same. So, Maddie, let's go ahead and put a little course together. You can start maybe with the single oxer going away. Then you have this oxer out of the turn. It's a nice hunter 5. So what I mean by that, it's like 75 feet. It's a little longer than a normal 5. Then around the turn to the panel, direct 5 to the oxer there, and then a right lead down through the in and out. And we'll see what you're looking for here is a nice even rhythm, a nice flowing stride. And we'll see how good Maddie can make it look like she's not doing anything. That's the ticket here. While she's going, I'm going to talk a little. You can say, what's the importance of a good position and making it look so smooth? And to me,
obviously he's not used to a dressage arena.
You're going to have to bear with the horse a little bit here. He's very green. We need to give him a little chance. She's going to keep going with her course here. It's a little bit flowing 5 now. He has a nice big stride. That's what you're looking for. We have a small ring here. But what's important about making it look invisible and having good style is that Beautiful. Our jumper division is a game of concentration, if you ask me. Every horse in the class should be capable of jumping every fence, or you'd be a fool to put him in it. So what the important part is not taking too much distraction, or not taking the concentration away from the horse by distracting him from what we're doing all the time. So in order to be efficient, you need the correct position in order to be able to apply your aids properly, and you need to make it look smooth and invisible so that, again, the horse can concentrate on his
Zo, even Nederlands. De bedoeling is dus kennelijk om de ruiter in een ideale positie te houden, in een hele mooie balans, dat er nauwelijks hulpen zichtbaar zijn aan het paard. En eigenlijk lijkt dat een beetje wat we willen in dressuurrijden. Hè? Het dressuurrijden moet natuurlijk ook zo zijn dat er een prachtige proef wordt gereden, zonder dat er overduidelijke hulpen gegeven worden. En in dit geval wil je dus ook het paard in een eenvoudige balans hebben, met een eenvoudige mooie aanleuning naar de hand toe en in één ritme door het parcours. In dit geval was het paard natuurlijk nog heel jong. Madison zit vandaag voor het eerst op het paard en ik vind het fantastisch wat ze gedaan heeft met het paard nu. En heel graag een groot applaus voor Madeline Goodsman.
And if we can, Maddie, I just want to do one more demonstration with you. I'd like you to do the panel here, a little bit bending 6 to the oxer, and then find a place to reverse that and do the oxer direct 5. So you can demonstrate here. She did a nice job of a flowing rhythm in the last demonstration. Here she's going to demonstrate how the line is so important. I want her to do 6 strides the first time, so she's got to use a little bend in the line, and then she's going to come back with 5, which is going to be practicing a little angle on the jumps and having a more direct line. And I think while she's doing this, what this brings, excellent. You can see how accurate she is to meet those fences right out of stride, and what's so important is the line. And what this brings, I think, to have this happening in the Netherlands is it gives a spot for some horses that might not have a job. I mean, it's a very special horse that we look for to do this equitation, and they become very valuable at doing it. At the same time, I think it gives a beautiful place. Good. And now, Maddie, once do 7 strides as well. So you can see how you work on your line this way. But also, it gives a nice place for somebody. Not every rider has aspirations to jump high or run fast. And this gives a place for them to practice doing things really well and perfecting something at a lower level, but also competing with it at the same time. So it becomes very competitive who can do it perfectly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Excellent. And you can see how schooled Maddie is on being able to alter her line. That really helps in riding the technical courses and as well in the jump-offs.
So in an extremely well done ride, you see no attitude of the rider. The rider will be just sitting still, knowing exactly the strides. So in Nederlands, je wil dat het paard in één ritme gaat, dat jij zonder duidelijke hulp heel mooi bij een lagere hindernis komt, wat best ingewikkeld is. Maar het leuke is dat je hoeft niet een fantastische ruiter te zijn en je hoeft niet een fantastisch paard te hebben om hiermee te beginnen. Dus het is eigenlijk een heel open voor iedereen. En je kunt beginnen in een lager rubriekje en proberen wat we nu net gezien hebben. Kun je verschillende gelos.
Madison, thank you so much for showing us a fabulous example of equitation and what we have to strive for and inspire us for the future. Thank you. Now I'll invite Candice Van Maltman to enter the arena. Actually, why don't you let both horses trot in around the fences? Go ahead in, and then Madeline, you'll come out. Go ahead, trot once around and through. We've been starting to have hunter-jumper equitation horse shows at various places in the Netherlands, starting thanks to an invitation from the KNS in Ermelo. And as soon as they're ready, they will give us an example of a very simple hunter course. It's not with the broken lines, but the longer lines, and attempt to just make a very fluid picture in a consistent pace. Candace is riding the pony divisions now. Madeline van den Wijk is a rider with the Koninklijke Jachtvereniging and is returning to the show arena later in her career, and we're delighted to see her. Candace, in hunter rounds, you begin with a courtesy circle, a circle where you establish a rhythm in the canter. And hunter courses start with a single vertical.
And Patricia, so
Okay.
no signs, no numbers at the jumps. Why is that?
It's a simple 8-jump course. You have to memorize it. We also don't walk the courses in the hunters.
Het is natuurlijk een hele nieuwe en wat enge omgeving voor zo'n pony. Maar u ziet hoe prachtig zij in de stijl op haar pony zit. En hoe stil ze kan zitten en mee kan zijn op de hindernis. En hoe mooi gemanierd de pony springt. Het is natuurlijk prachtig om te zien. En het ziet er natuurlijk heel makkelijk uit. En misschien zit daar juist de moeilijkheid in. Om iets heel simpel te houden. En het te perfectioneren. Prachtig gezeten daar. Heel mooi. En u ziet dat de pony eigenlijk heel stabiel blijft in zijn verbinding naar de hand toe. Heel goed gedaan. Een applausje alstublieft voor Candice. En dat niet alleen heel jonge ruiters dit kunnen doen. Maar ook als je al de wat jongere leeftijd gepasseerd bent, dan kun je nog steeds in deze rubrieken meedoen. En ja, als Patricia zegt, de veteranen. Maar ook haar geven we heel even de tijd dat ze de ring kan zien. Want het is natuurlijk wat ongebruikelijk om in een dressuurpiste met witte hekjes te springen. Maar ik ben ervan overtuigd dat Madeleine dat ook heel goed kan. Succes. En als het paard nog niet per se altijd een mooie wissel gaat, dan kun je dus heel eenvoudig een wissel maken, terug door de draf, weer goed naar de galop. En het proberen door te werken dat later het paard een mooie wissel gaat. Dus het is eigenlijk open voor alle soorten van ruiters en paarden. Heel goed daar, prachtig. Kijk, en ook, het is natuurlijk niet heel simpel om zonder echt grote ophoudingen te maken of weg te rijden, een mooie afstand naar de hindernis te krijgen.